Hey fam, welcome or welcome back. I know, surprise, me recapping Seeking Sister Wife, season 6, episode 1. You're no longer in Brazil, Dorothy. So let me fill you in here. I've never watched this show before until today, and I didn't realize that they were 6 seasons in, but because we're currently on season 6, I'm going to review season 6. I don't know if I'm going to go back. There's no guarantees on that. But you're at least going to get season 6. I'm going to need your help because there are couples up here that seem to have already been on the show. So if I'm mixing up things, or let me not say mixing up things, if I'm losing some things because I don't know the history, feel free to let me know what it is that I'm missing down below. So do me a favor and hit the like button as we get started. Let's start with this couple first. This is the Williamsons. Williamsons. We have Reese and we got Billie Jean. They reside in New Ross, Indiana. They've known each other since I think they said middle school. So it's been over 20 years. Now, they started dating each other 7 years ago, but they have been married for 4 years. They have some cats, some dogs. I think I saw a duck and some chickens, a bunch of chickens that she allows to roam in the kitchen and things of that nature. I personally would never do that, but this is what they do in their house. They also have two children. It looks like it's a boy and a girl. And what we find out is they had those children via surrogate because her friend donated her eggs. So in order to have more, they would have to do something like that again, go through IVF, things of that nature. Now, getting a sister wife is Billie Jean's idea because they want to expand their family and it's expensive to do IVF. I don't understand why expansion can't involve adoption, but apparently that's not something that they thought about. At least if they did, it wasn't mentioned. Now, Billie Jean says they have a lot of love and she wants to share it, and her husband's a great man and all those other things. So she's been talking about wanting a sister wife for years. Now, how many years? We don't know, but it's been for years. So they're going to get started by joining on some type of app. Now, she wants for Reese, her husband, to date them before she's involved, which sounds great, but that's going to be problematic if it's somebody that she doesn't like or she doesn't gel with. I think that energy is important, especially if you at some point are expecting this woman to lay with your husband. Um, he is nervous. She says that he's vanilla in the bedroom and she's the sprinkles. And I don't know. Something about this couple seems odd to me and a little off. I don't know if it's him, her, or both. Either way, um, he's asked what type of women he likes, and he says he's in all types of women. He gives some examples, and I'm beginning to think that he likes chocolate because all of the examples he gives are black women. So I don't know what's going on here. Um, from what I can tell, you're going to have to be a certain type of woman to deal with Reese because Reese is a bit much. Even his wife knows it. Her only stipulation in terms of this situation is that once it becomes a thing where she's a wife, is that they both have their own homes. We later see Reese and Billie Jean meet up with their friend Kayla. Um, they talk about some of his concerns. And one of his concerns is that people automatically always assume that he's gay. Even his wife's father assumes that. And Kayla's like, yeah, I could see that, which I can see it too, if I'm being completely honest. And she's like, because you come off as feminine and animated. And his wife adds flamboyant. I said, wow, this is a very interesting conversation that they're having there. He says he's not gay. If he was, he would say it, but he likes boobies too much to be gay. And I hear him, but to be fair, I have a friend that's very much so a gay man, and he loves my boobs too. He does. Anytime he's always complimenting them, talking about it. Girl, you got on a nice bra today. Those girls are up. But like he always. So that doesn't really necessarily mean anything. But if he's saying that he's not gay, then that's what we're gonna say. Because. So he's trying to flirt with the waitress because they're challenging him to, and he does okay, at first. He touches her and talks about how good the food is and all those other things. And then Kayla reveals that they're looking for a sister wife, and she totally disconnects after that. Long story short for them is that he's going to have a lot of work to do. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this next couple. Garrick and Danielle. I can already tell that it's about to be a whole bunch of mess and confusion with the two of them. Because in my opinion, based on the flashback episode with her crying about the sister wife that left and the way that she appears with him, I think that she is more into him than he's into her. But I could be wrong. Y'all who know the history of the show, let me know down below. So they are located in Buena Vista, Colorado. They were married for 12 years before they sought out their first sister wife. So I'm guessing that means, based on the math that they're doing, because I heard something about 6 years and they said something about 12 years, that this couple has been married for probably almost 20 years. Correct me down below. So they're saying that they have chosen polygamy for religious reasons, but it doesn't even sound like they're very sure of what they're saying. There's a lot of times where the both of them speak and it doesn't make sense. Like he made some comment in the episode about how if you sleep with more than 5 people, that stuff is in you and it changes you and all those other stuff. Who's to say that when she's sleeping with however many people she slept with or you slept with, that's even occurring? I was getting the image of it in my head. I'm like, okay, so you're just thinking that this young lady gives herself to all these people and she's not utilizing protection or stuff. Yeah. Anyways, the situation is even crazier because they've tried this with a bunch of people. So we find out that Danielle was happily, legally married to her husband, Garrick, until this lady by the name of Roberta came along. Now, Roberta was from Brazil. These people have a thing with women from Brazil because after Roberta is 2 other women who were also from Brazil. Is that all they talk to is Brazilian women? Let me know. So at the time, in order for Roberta to come to the United States, they had to get her what is called a fiance visa. You can't get a fiance visa if you're married to another woman. So they got a divorce to bring that other lady here. Ain't no way. We would not be looking at any other countries when it came to us adding to our family, especially if it meant that my legal marriage gets voided so that you can bring over another lady and make her a legal wife. Girl, you better be careful. He might try to get you out the picture. I watch him. I really would. Okay. So Roberta came to United States. Their relationship lasted for 3.5 years. Now, I don't know if she was here for 3.5 years or if it was a thing where they started from the time they started talking to her till the time she left. It was 3.5 years. But what happened was they sent her mother, Roberta's mother, a large amount of money to help her mom out with some stuff. I guess Roberta was over there when it happened, and Roberta never came back. Roberta said, I got what I needed out of this. I'm gone. So then they tried again. They met a woman by the name of Natalia. And Natalia was yet another Brazilian woman. What is up with these people and the Brazilian women? Is it a fetish? Like, why them? So Garrick proposed to her. She was down for it. She said yes, but she did not know that he still wanted other women. She thought it was just going to be the 3 of them. She says that he wasn't honest with her, so she left too. So their third attempt with a Brazilian woman is this young lady by the name of Lorena. Now, I was surprised to see that Lorena was black. I'm gonna be honest, but I also haven't watched this show before, so I didn't know whether or not they've previously sought out someone who was African American. Anyway, so Lorena arrives and Danielle is ecstatic. Like I was like, is she crying? What's going on? Like she squealed when she saw the girl. We find out that this young lady is 29 years old and Brazilian. They found her on a dating site. She said that she was praying for a man and she knew that that man would not be from Brazil. It's making me wonder, girl, like, are you looking to become a citizen of the United States? Like, what are we doing here that you just automatically knew he wasn't going to be Brazilian? Well, that could mean anything. Let me take that back, because he could have been African or Nigerian or Ghanaian or, Jamaican or what. He could have been anything. So I take that back. She does not know English well. They met up in Jamaica after talking for 5 months. They brought their baby. These people are crazy. You're bringing your baby to meet a stranger. Ain't no way. She ended up getting baptized by him. I didn't know he had that authority. Anyways, and 5 days after being with one another in Jamaica, he proposed. So she's excited. She's telling him how much she missed him, and she does seem to be into him. She has arrived on a K-1 visa, which means they have 90 days to get married. As they're driving, her outfit changed. So I guess when she got there, she changed because maybe it was colder outside. I don't know. They look like they stopped at Target and some other stuff too. But this part that we're seeing is they're driving and just seeing that they go from seeing like buildings and houses to just seeing land. It's already a culture shock for her. She's not used to such a rural area. She's used to more of a city. Where she lived in Rio, she says, it was near beaches. She was near clubs. There were a lot of things surrounding her where she could go and do things. And now she's seeing that that is not going to be the case here, because she's not seeing houses. She's not seeing stores. All she's seeing is greenery, is land. So they finally arrived to this house that she's nervous about going in because she's going to be meeting the family. And that's where we ended with them. Let's go ahead and talk about this next couple, which is Danny and Yesel. Is it Yesel? I'm not trying to butcher his name. Hopefully I'll get it within the next couple of episodes. These two are in Bristol, Connecticut. They met through friends at a wedding. They danced. He bit her on her shoulder. She said, "Bite me again." And they instantly connected. They have been married for 5 years and they have 4 children. Now, I'm saying 4 because if you're married, those are your children as well. But he has a boy and a girl from a previous relationship, and then he has 2 boys with her. She's a nurse and he travels a lot for work. Now, I don't know what he does for work, but it says that he travels a lot and he is gone anywhere from 1 month to 3 months. And as a result of that, when he's gone, she's lonely. So she wants support and she wants a bond. His answer to that was to do this presentation on why polygamy would be good for them. To me, it would have made more sense for her to seek something like, I don't know, a live-in nanny or someone who would come in from time to time, because polygamy isn't just about companionship. Like, I think she's forgetting that this person would be sleeping with her husband. So he did the presentation and she took the bait. What we find out is that they tried a year ago to become 3, and it didn't go very well. What happened was he started seeing someone or interacting with someone who he knew from high school, and Danny felt left out of the situation. She felt like she should have been included. It felt like a threat to their marriage. She feels like he moves extremely quickly while she wants to take her time. I'm going to be honest with you all, in my opinion, and you guys tell me yours. I don't think this is about companionship for his wife. I think that he wants to enjoy another woman under the guise of companionship. I think that she, if it was up to her, they would have that other woman, but she wouldn't really be sleeping with her man. It's something about them that doesn't give that this whole polygamy thing is going to work. So, they decide to try again, or should I say he, because he apparently, even though they had problems the first time, created a page and has been looking on websites for women without her. Girl, that tells you all you need to know. Because why is he looking at things behind your back when he knows how much this bothered you the last time? It's giving he doesn't really care about your feelings and that you might want to be careful because he should not be moving like that. It's very, very inconsiderate. I don't get it. She, because they're at the gym when she finds this out, is irritated because he didn't do it right the first time. And here he is messing it up again. She tells him, if you're going to go window shopping, I need to be involved in every step of the way. I feel like that's more than understandable, especially if you want your wife to be comfortable with this woman and this is supposedly supposed to be about your wife. I would think that you want to make sure that it's really about your wife. Um Later, his 8-year-old son's mom, Leah, comes over. We find out that she and Danny get along well, which is extremely nice. They broke up 7 years ago because they grew apart and their relationship is amicable. If it was up to Danny, Leah would be their sister wife, but her husband is against it. I don't think Leah will want him either. Leah ain't trying to get that man. She's done. So Danny lets her know, like, look, we've been talking about it and we decided we're going to add a third again. And Leah's looking at her like she's crazy because Leah is very aware of what happened the first time. So Leah's like, I don't understand why Danny will want to do that. She says, I can't get why you would want to do that, especially because it almost messed up your relationship the first time. They aren't telling us something. I think this is way deeper than, oh, we had an argument about it. I think that she was really, really hot in the way that they handled this. So Leah is not only concerned about how it may affect them, but she's thinking about how it's going to affect her son. Thank you, Leah, for being smart. One of the things that I've always struggled with when it comes to polygamy, do whatever you want to do in terms of relationship. But I think that it's very inconsiderate to not think about how it will affect your children because your children will be affected either way. Even if you're in a relationship with one person, that dynamic changes. So here you are, and you're involving your kids, and her son is 8. So he understands certain things. As far as her son is concerned, you're his stepmother and Leah is his mom. And now you may bring in another third. And then Leah on top of that is like, and who's to say I'm gonna like her? Meaning it could mess up their dynamic as well because they seem to all have a good rapport with one another. Now, Danny claims that she is ready for this, that she is more secure in it this time. I feel like jealousy was a major issue, and I feel like it's going to be an issue again. She said that one of her rules this time is that she meets with the lady first. She wants to meet with the lady in person before her husband does. But when she's asked if she really wants to do this, she says she's not sure. Doesn't sound like she wants to do it to me. You guys, let me know what you thought of this first episode. As I said earlier, like the video because it helps the channel. I cannot believe that I'm watching this, but here's the thing, I'm actually really interested in it. And I don't think, because I saw 2 other sets of couples, we haven't even met everyone yet. So this is going to be cool. Um as far as the review goes, I'm going to try to catch up within the next couple of days, but there are no promises. And by catch up, I mean catch up in season 6 because we got to be realistic here. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Let me know your thoughts down below. Until next time.